Hello, everybody. This is James Reeves. Welcome back to another week of NFL picks. We are on week 11. Last week I was 9-4, so not too bad. 49ers had a miracle play to stay alive and beat the Saints, and the Steelers somehow lost to the 1-8 Jets. Still can't believe that. But anyways, go ahead. This is week 11, and we'll start with Thursday night football. We have the Buffalo Bills in Miami. This is going to be a tight game. It'll probably be won by a field goal. It will be a defensive battle, but I think Miami's rush defense and the injury of C.J. Spiller on the Bills will give Miami the go-ahead and win on this. I choose the Dolphins on Thursday night football. Next, 49ers go to New York to play the Giants. Giants, terrible loss against the Seahawks. 49ers, I think, have a lot of momentum after that win against the Saints in New Orleans. I think the 49ers will have what it takes to come into town and go ahead and take out the Giants. I'm picking Kaepernick and the 49ers on this one. Next game, the Denver Broncos go to St. Louis. We know St. Louis has had a couple big wins, but Peyton Manning and Broncos will throw lots and lots of touchdowns, and Austin Davis won't be able to come back from that. Denver dominated the Raiders, and the Rams aren't doing too good. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Peyton Manning on this one. Next game, the Buccaneers at Washington. This is a tough one to choose from. Buccaneers are a terrible team. I'm going to have to go ahead and give this one to the Redskins. It's at home. I think Deshaun Jackson will make some big plays. I just can't give a win to the Buccaneers right now because they've only won one time. And I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Redskins on this one. Next game, the Falcons in Carolina. Carolina had a big loss against the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Atlanta, they beat the Buccaneers. It wasn't pretty, but I think my gut feeling says Carolina Panthers at home will go ahead and get this one done. Cam Newton, he needs some confidence, and he said he needs to play better, and he's ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and choose Carolina on this one. Next game, the Vikings in Chicago. Chicago, one of their worst losses ever against Green Bay last week. It's tough to give Chicago a win right now because of the way they're playing. They have all the right pieces. They're just not clicking. I have a feeling in Chicago that they're going to have enough to get the home win. It's going to be tough against the Vikings, but I think they're going to try to turn their season around, and they'll do enough anyways to knock out the Vikings there. I'm going to go ahead and stay with Jay Cutler and the Bears. Houston Texans in Cleveland. Houston Texans have a new starting quarterback. Ryan Mallett will start his first game ever. He should do pretty good. The coach, Bill O'Brien, used to be with the Patriots. That's where Mallett was, backing up Brady. He knows the system. I think he'll do a good job, but Cleveland Browns right now at home, they're actually a good team, and they're for real. And I think they have what it takes to keep winning games the rest of the season and try to make the playoffs. And I think Brian Hoyer is doing an amazing job with his team, and he's turned his whole franchise around. I'm going to go ahead and give this one to the Cleveland Browns. Seattle on the road to Kansas City. Kansas City, they're a hot team. Home crowd is always amazing. Loud stadium, outdoors. Seattle, they had a good game against the Giants, but I don't think they'll have what it takes to take out the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs' run game is really good right now. They're a real hot team, and I don't think they'll lose at home. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Chiefs. It's going to be close, but I think Chiefs have this one. The Bengals in New Orleans. New Orleans had that heartbreaking loss against 49ers, but they're a good team. Jimmy Graham is one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Bengals, one of the worst losses in their franchise history against the Browns on last Thursday Night Football. They're not playing good right now. I think Saints have this one at home for sure. The Raiders in San Diego. Of course, the Raiders is still the worst team in NFL. They've still not won a game this whole season. Chargers are good at home. Philip Rivers is doing pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and stay with the Chargers this one at home. Detroit Lions travel to Arizona. Arizona is still the #1 team in the NFL. Carson Palmer tore his ACL. He's out for the year. So this is going to be tough. The #1 in the North Division, Lions at 7-2. They're a great team. But Arizona's defense is too good right now. I think they're going to have Stafford throw some turnovers. And I think Arizona's going to go ahead and get the go-ahead win on this one. The Eagles in Green Bay. One of the biggest matchups we've seen all year. They're both a great team. Eagles are 7-2. They do have backup Mark Sanchez. He's doing a good job. He has to watch out for his turnovers. Green Bay, lights out football. Destroyed the Bears. It's in Lambeau. And Aaron Rodgers, 120 quarterback rating. It's unreal. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Packers at home on this one. Aaron Rodgers, I just can't choose Mark Sanchez over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' 120 quarterback ratings is too much. I'm going to go ahead and give some to the Packers. I hope to see this game again in the NFC Championship. But right now, I think Packers have got this one. The Patriots against the Colts on Sunday Night Football. We know how Brady plays on primetime football. He's doing a great job. He's playing awesome football. Colts have had some lackluster games the past few weeks. I think Tom Brady was going to come in here and get the job done. Andrew Luck has already thrown for over 3,000 yards, which is amazing, most in the NFL. But Patriots' backfield is doing an amazing job, the best we've seen in years. That backfield is doing great, and they'll have some turnovers, and that's why this game will be given to the Patriots. Next game, Monday Night Football. It's the Steelers at Tennessee. I'd love to give Tennessee the win here, but we saw how bad the Steelers were last week against the Jets. It's crazy seeing them lose to the 1-8 Jets, but I'm sure they can bounce back here. Tennessee's quarterback, the rookie, 6th-rounder, Zach Mettenberger, still has not won a game yet. They're 2-7. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Steelers on this one. They're a pretty good team on the road, and you can't count Big Ben out. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Steelers over Tennessee on Monday Night Football. All right, guys, that does it this week. Thank you guys for listening. Next week is Week 12, and I will see you guys then. Thank you very much.